Hey peeps, welcome to TalkingsToGeeks.com. Justin here, and today we are going to be reviewing the visual novel, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. This was developed by Pysop, and the publisher is KFC. Yes, KFC has a visual novel, a dating simulator about Colonel Sanders. Let's just get into it. Here's the synopsis. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator, follows you, a promising culinary student, as you try to date your classmate, Colonel Sanders. Throughout your journey, you'll be faced with life-changing decisions that will affect your chances of friendship and love. But be careful, your choices have real consequences with real animated characters' feelings at stake. Do you have what it takes to survive culinary school? Will Colonel Sanders choose you to be his business partner? Or maybe even more? Find out in the most finger-licking good dating simulator ever created, a game that KFC actually made. And that's actually the synopsis, by the way. Alright, so let's get into it. How is the game as a visual novel and from a story standpoint? Believe it or not, it's pretty entertaining. And you can hear it in my voice, my complete, utter shock that there's actually some enjoyment in a KFC visual novel. Obviously, before I even begin, let's just throw this out there. This, hands down, is probably the biggest advertisement game ever. Like, there is nothing but product placements for KFC food and products. I mean, there is buckets of chicken, there's biscuits, gravy that you have to do with ingredients and choices. So yeah, this is just a big marketing tool, but it's free, it's on Steam. I mean, okay, it is what it is. But from a story standpoint, you're in this culinary school and you're trying to impress the colonel to become his business partner or even more. And throughout the game, you're going to be having various choices that's actually going to really do affect your friendships with your best friend Miriam and some other classmates too that are actual playable, not playable, but love interests as well. And that is where the visual novel actually does well, is where the choices and they give you a lot of choices that you get to decide on how the path is going to go. So I do give them that they do give you a pathway of your choices, and your choices do affect the outcome. So that, from a visual novel standpoint, is pretty standard, but the fact that they actually included it is really good. From the actual, graphical standpoint or animation standpoint, the designs of the characters are pretty cool. Colonel Sanders is not the old man that we've all seen. This Colonel Sanders is a little bit younger, has a more anime aesthetic influence to it, as you can see from there. He's a little bit more ribbed. So it's something for the desired people that want to date Colonel Sanders that are going to probably play this game. More power to you, whatever it is, what it is. I don't judge. But overall, I would have to say I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm actually shocked that this was actually a decent but average dating simulator game. And the story is pretty much straight to the point, but this is basically a big advertisement for KFC. But it's free, and it's something just out of curiosity I would just recommend it. Believe it or not, they do have some type of gameplay elements when it comes to like food battle, like choosing your ingredients to make sure the food is good, and choosing your partners for cooking. So there is some deep story elements here in lore that actually does work for it. It's not just product placement. There is a story here, which I thought was pretty wise of them to do. But overall, it's an average visual novel. It's free. It's only going to take you a couple of hours. It's like 10 chapters in all, 10 scenarios in all. And the music-wise, I will say that's probably the biggest flaw. The music is It's very generic. It's not something that I will go scream like, "Go get the soundtrack, you guys! It's fire!" No. Besides just making choices, it's a pretty average-based story. It's free. It's pretty much KFC's advertisement. And if you are a KFC eater This is just gonna make you go get KFC. So, and I think for that point, it does its job well. It makes you go get KFC. It makes you want to have a biscuit, or the gravy, or the mashed potatoes, or the chicken breast, or the chicken sandwich, or whatever that you eat at KFC. I'm not a big KFC eater, and so this didn't make me like, oh man, I'm gonna go get KFC after this. It just made me wonder, why the hell does this actually exist? Like, who thought of this genius marketing point? But overall, you guys, I Love You, Colonel Sanders is a entertaining but average visual novel. Nothing really special here. It's just a huge, big marketing ploy, a free one at that. Well, free for us, not for the people that spent time and money and energy on this. But overall, pretty decent. I'm gonna give it a C+. I can't even rent it as a rental or buy it. It's free. So I would say, if you're curious about this, to see the insanity for yourself, check it out. But it's just a standard, average visual novel. Some of the dialogue is cringeworthy. It's not really that much good of a writing. It's very average at best. So this is Justin from otakugeeks.com. If you like our reviews, please visit otakugeeks.com, subscribe to our mailing list, and don't forget to like and subscribe here on our YouTube channel. More reviews to come. I will say, later days. Peace.